Hey guys, welcome back. Today we're going to take a look at the new Chanel Rouge Coco Blooms. And I ordered 4 shades to try out and swatch for you guys. I was also very curious about the Coco Flash formula lipstick, and so I actually picked up one to see what they're like and compare against Bloom. So first thing with the lipsticks, all of them are made in France for both Coco Bloom and Coco Flash. Shelf life for both formulas is 18 months. On the website describing the Coco Flash formula, it says it is a comfortable lipstick with intense color that transforms on contact with lips for an enhanced high shine effect. This is an intensely pigmented formula featuring an innovative blend of oils to moisturize and glide smoothly onto the lips, all in an innovative Rouge Coco case, reinvented with a transparent cap so you can easily choose your shade. So here is the Coco Flash case. There's gold hardware, and this is the transparent cap. You have the Chanel logo here, and within the transparent cap you can see the gold theme remains consistent. And yes, you can see the shade of the bullet through the cap. For the Coco Bloom lipsticks, same idea, but silver. And the silver theme is carried past the transparent cap as well, and you can also see the lipstick shade through here. On the website, the description on the Coco Bloom lipsticks reads, "A lipstick that combines long-wearing intense color and a high shine finish with hydrating benefits. This patented formula glides on smoothly, so lips feel comfortable and soft while looking vibrant, full, and supple. All in an innovative Rouge Coco case with a transparent cap so you can easily choose your shade." Alright, so I did get 4 shades, and why don't we head on to the hand or arm swatches, then we'll go to the lip swatches. First I have already out of the case is going to be Chance. So here it is. I have not tried or swatched this before the video. This is Chance. I think this is going to be one of those very comfortable go-to colors. The lipsticks do have a typical Chanel lipstick scent. To me, it smells a little bit like Play-Doh. It's not really offensive, but it's not the kind of floral fragrance that I might be used to when it comes to lipstick scents. Then we have Marvel, which is a brighter shade with a good amount of pink undertone to it. It's very soft. They're very beautiful. And we can definitely see that high shine effect. And it feels very hydrating. It glide right onto the back of my hand as I was swatching it. Then we have Radiant, a shade I actually tried earlier today for a couple of hours. And it is definitely a deeper shade, like a berry pink red with some brown undertones. And then we have Dream. And I'm going to swatch it right next to Chance because I do think the two are similar. Both are nude shades. Dream has more pink than Chance. And finally, with the Coco Flash lipstick, this is in the shade Immediate. The pigmentation and the payoff is much lighter. So I think without even putting it onto my lips, we know that with Coco Flash, these seem to be much more of a lip balm rather than a lipstick. So why don't we try on the deepest shade, Radiant, and we'll go from deepest to lightest. This is a beautiful shade. I'm going to put on another application to see what it's like when you try to build up the color. The product is definitely buildable, and when I tried this on for about 2 hours earlier today, what I noticed is that the shine you're seeing stays about the same, at least for the time that I had it on. It will transfer like any satin lipsticks, so if you have a drink or you have a meal, you'll definitely want to touch up and you will lose some of that shine. It is comfortable. It does glide on very, very smoothly on the lips, as it did on the back of my hand. So let's move on to the other lip swatches. Next we have Marvel. I love how bright this shade is. I think it's really beautiful. I think between the deeper shade, Radiant, and this bright pink here, it does showcase the high pigmentation of this lipstick. Then we have Dream. I think this is an easy go-to pink shade. I do think it appears more pink than it otherwise would have if I hadn't put a bright pink Marvel on before. This would actually be my preferred shade or type of shade when it comes to this lipstick that is, you know, high shine and comfortable and something that you just want to easily grab for because you need that extra hydration for your lips. So Dream is definitely one of those shades. Our last Coco Bloom lipstick swatch is going to be with the shade Chance, and this is the lightest of the 4 that I purchased. This is another easy go-to shade, but we already saw that earlier from the hand swatches. And this is Chance, this is Dream. I still think it would appear a little bit less pink if not for the deeper, brighter shades we had on earlier. But Chance itself does have its own pink undertone too. So while I don't think it would be as pink, I do think by itself it's still going to be like a light pinkish beige nude. So for the last part, why don't we go ahead and swatch Immediate as well. This is so pretty. I would treat this as a tinted lip balm. And let me put on another layer. The shade is buildable as well. Given how sheer it is compared to the Coco Bloom, in my mind I would categorize it as a lip balm. But I love how this looks. It's also in texture when you apply it, less creamy and slicker than Bloom. And I did wear this for several hours actually. So after I finished lunch, I took off Radiant and I put this on. I had it on for several hours. It really wears like a lip balm. By the time you need to reapply, you realize, okay, my lips have been hydrated during the whole time this was on, but now I'm ready for reapplication because much of the oil has either absorbed or it transferred onto, you know, my water glass. But very pretty. I like this a lot. Of the Coco Bloom shades that I have, I can just see these two being my easy 1-2 go-tos, and when I want something that is deeper, more hydrating, definitely Radiant comes to mind. And when I see this pink and how bright it looks on my lips, it just reminds me of the other hybrid lipsticks that I have that are also in various shades of pink, either bright pink or right in the middle. So for comparisons cross-brand, let me take those other lipsticks out so we can do some swatches too. So I have a couple of here that if you have been following my channel, you would have seen these before. I talked about them when I talked about my luxury lipstick collection. I talk about them whenever I talk about lipstick hybrids that are, you know, pigmented and shiny, or I'm just trying to compare against like tinted lip balms. Yeah, these are the 5. Various brands here. We have Chantecaille, Pat McGrath, and YSL. When it comes to this pink here, Pat McGrath Lip Divinyl in Boudoir Rose is the first thing I think of. This is a cooler pink, but I think the concept between Coco Bloom and the Lip Divinyls, very similar. These are made in Italy and the Coco Blooms are made in France. Then we have from Chantecaille a tinted lip balm. So swatch it next to Chanel's Coco Flash and you can see how similar in terms of color payoff these two look. I would say this is a cooler pink than what I have on. Then we have YSL's Volupte line of lipsticks. This is in the shade Rose Saint Germain. It's very similar to Pat McGrath's Lip Divinyl, and certainly does remind me of these Coco Bloom as well. So this is YSL, Pat McGrath. And finally, I do think it's worth mentioning that Chantecaille has a very comfortable and maybe not quite as pigmented, but this is their Lip Chic. This is in the shade Rose Beach, and this might actually be somewhat similar to the Chanel Marvel. Oh, actually not. I think it's closer to these two here, so this is Chantecaille's. But I think these brands all have the same idea. Whenever I do a hand swatch on them, it reveals the next layer of oils or something of that nature, so they look extremely glossy at the top. And all of the bullets are like this after a swatch. So there you have it. Those are my hand and lip swatches of the Chanel Rouge Coco Bloom and the Coco Flash lipsticks. We also did some cross-brand comparisons. We looked at some product descriptions from Chanel's website. Let me know below if you have any questions. I'll try my best to answer them. And I'm also interested to see if you guys will be grabbing any of these lipsticks. I'll have all the links below for your reference. I also have coming very soon the newly formulated Chanel blushes. I ordered some of the existing ones of the current formula and then a few from the new formula. So look forward to that. I will see you very soon. Take care. Bye.